Hi Capricorn, welcome to New Era. This is your I forgot to say that my name is Emma, not super important. This is your love reading starting today on the 2nd of December. I set the time frame to early December towards early January 2021. Crazy. So let's see what's going on for you in your love story. I'm starting with this Mystical Wisdom deck. And if you're interested in the rest of the decks that I'm using, I've listed them down below in the description box. This is just an overall what's going on with you right now, and then we're going to move into the normal decks, the usual decks. Wow, Dragonfly. So two things straight up is coming out with this. I love this card, and I love the Dragonfly altogether. But this is turned into my hybrid card because, as you can see, that is literally not a dragonfly. It's actually a dragon with fly wings. So it's very much a combination of two. So this to me speaks about how you will come together with somebody, or you have just come together with somebody that is your soulmate, that is your divine counterpart, and very, very earthy feeling here, like coming up from from Mother Earth, literally. And then also the minute that I almost touched the card, it was like there's something about an opening. That opening can be anything, but there's an opening happening in your life at the moment. I don't know why that is important, but for some reason I'm being drawn to say there could be a love here between the races. And so I see like a white hand or yellow hand, and then I see a brown hand. So, and I've never actually seen that in this before. So maybe that's the hybrid as well. Like you're meeting somebody that is not from your typical so I'm Caucasian, and maybe I've just dated Caucasian white, that is, people in the past, and now I'm going to meet somebody that is black. Or you're Asian and you will meet somebody that's Caucasian, or it's just not like what you're used to, what you grew up with, it just talks about, is nothing more, is nothing less. It just talks about, it might be a different, I feel more towards the ethnicity than anything else, not so much like religion or anything like that. But yeah, let's see where this goes. The hybrid card usually just brings a lot of magic and a lot of destroying boundaries, crossing boundaries, and just smashing the whole this is how it should be up, rather just, okay, this is not how it should be. We're allowed to go outside the borders, outside our comfort zone. Maybe it's not so much your comfort zone as anybody else's comfort zone around you for your choice. So then we're getting two cards, foundational cards here to know what's going on for you, Capricorn. I love the first card. Number 3, share the love. Slippery little suckers. As Julia Roberts would say in Pretty Woman. Wow, lucky number 21 with the world. Really, really awesome foundation here for you. So this is definitely a couple coming together. You see in the background there that there's silhouettes of a wan and a woman. Wan, like I said, we go outside the boxes here. We do not do the typical man and a woman. We do a wan and a woman. And the heart there in the middle, I see this as a chip. That's interesting. So maybe somebody's name is Chip, or somebody... You know, the little, like... This is how it looks if you open up a computer. If you open up, like... And you see these little threads just with little lead, how they're put together in little lead thingies. Very good description here. Little thread things. Maybe somebody's working with that. Maybe somebody has just opened something that got broken and you need to fix it back up, or your name is Chip. I don't know, it could be several things coming through. Then pay extra attention to this message today. So, I'm also very drawn to that bracelet there, that today doesn't actually look like a bracelet. Bracelet. Yeah, it's called a bracelet. It actually looks like a tattoo around your wrist. So either you might have a tattoo around your wrist, or your person might have a tattoo around their wrist, or just something like in the front here. Yeah, so this holding your heart in your hand, it's like you're ready to share it. It's like you're ready to share your love. You want to share your love and you want to receive love. Number 3, there is all about passion, creativity, joy, fun. And the green border speaks about healing and becoming whole. So it's a really beautiful start. And we're going to go deeper and find out more about what's going on there with you. And then we have lucky number 21, that if we'd reduce those numbers down, we have another number 3. So strong manifestation here, strong opportunity for this to come together. And also it's the feeling of it being done. So the master number 11 is all about the dreams and the visions, the fantasy, the wish you have for something to come to fruition. Number 22, master number 22 is all about, let's make that happen. Let's manifest it. How can we go about it? It's like underway. 33 is 22 plus 11. 33, done deal. We have manifested the dream. So 33 is a strong indicator that hasn't it just now manifested in your life. Maybe there's somebody that is like in your essence. Maybe you have dreamt about them. Maybe you're getting more and more information about the person. You might even be online, like chatting with somebody, sending texts to somebody. Not necessarily have you come together physically yet. If you have, it's for the fair few, I think. For the general, I feel like the physical is yet to come, and maybe that's due to the pandemic or whatever the reason is. We have the World card here. This card says embrace, to just allow whatever wants to come in. And I love how this card represents the heart, the inner heart of everything. You want to share the heart. You want to receive to your heart, and you have a heart of gold that has just started. You see how it has taken root down in the earth. That reminds me of this. Like, it's so earthy, it's so Mother Nature, and so connected in with everything that is very vibrant and alive. So it's a very beautiful energy here. If you are already in a committed relationship, I feel like this is a newfound place for you. It's like a new if you've been with this person for a while, it's like you're doing something a little different or a little extra or a little out of the ordinary that sort of sparks a deeper connection with this person. It can also be like coming together as a deeper commitment. Whatever the next level for you is, if that's moving in together, if that's getting engaged, if that's having a baby or trying to conceive, or whatever this is, it's like you just want to give the world to this person, and you want to receive. It's so important today that you also receive. So Capricorn, perhaps you've just been very focused on what you can give, but you now start to understand it's equally important to receive as much as you give. So we're going to go deeper in each of these 2 cards and see what's going on for you. It's a beautiful foundation. Share the love and embrace. So that's pretty much share it and embrace it. It's give and receive. You know, I get hung up on little, I know it's so detailed. I know it's so silly sometimes that it's so detailed. But for me, that can be like the whole difference of something. And it's like, so we've had this like saying of give and take, like we give and take, but if we just switch that out to give and receive, I just got, or share and embrace. I want to share this and I want to embrace this. I want to give this and I want to receive this, or I want to give this and I want to allow this. So who wants to take anything from anybody? I mean, it's no wonder that we have a tough time to receive stuff from other people, because if we use the language of take, not many people will be, unless you're a full-on narcissist, you don't care. But I mean, for us normal people and empaths and sympathetic people, like, we just don't want to take stuff from people. We want to receive, so sometimes it's easy to get caught up in the like, take is not the right representation of the energy, is what I'm trying to say. Embrace is, receive is, allow is. So you want to share and you want to allow, Capricorn. If you start to use those words, it might actually be easier for you to receive. So clarifying the share, the love, we have the unity cards. This definitely coming together here. I see this little birdie, the bird that usually comes in with a message for you. And we also have freedom around the bird. We have the little boy there that, it's actually two. Wow, so what I'm getting with this card today, it's, so on this side we have two little heads here. I actually have never seen that little girl. I have only seen the boy. That's interesting. Is that a girl? I don't know. It's two young people. Two young people, and I believe that is you guys, you and your person, who's gaining greater, you're gaining greater vision, you're gaining greater wisdom from like the oversoul, from like the divine, from source. It's you're sitting there listening into the higher realms, if you will. There's a coming together. So there is definitely a coming together with you and your person. However, I feel like this is when you've already come together and you're receiving information from a higher plane. It's like you're unlocking a lot of truths, and you're unlocking a lot of wisdom with just being together, if that makes sense. And like going to listen to the oversoul, or to the source, or to God, or whatever you want to put, whatever name you want to use there. And it's number 5. So there's something, one name under God, one name under God, one religion under God. I'm getting these phrases like one. So we're starting off with this hybrid card that we're coming together, and not necessarily from the same ethnicity. So I feel like for some of you, it will become important that you get to blend your different backgrounds, your different upbringing, perhaps maybe even different religions, different ethnicity. It can also be different, like in age, a little bit of a greater age difference. That again, you're not having any trouble with it. Other people do. And so screw them. We don't care about what they think about your choices, right? But there's something about wanting to, so a silly thing that comes to mind. So I watched this Christmas, I don't know if he's usually like a famous person in the Americas, but it came on Netflix, and it was like a Mr. Christmas. I can't remember the name of the show now, but he was calling himself Mr. Christmas, and he was helping a lot of people to decorate their homes for Christmas. And this particular family had like, she was I believe that she was Jewish, and her husband was Christian, and they were bringing up the children Jewish, but they wanted to mix the traditions, like around Christmas time. They wanted to mix the traditions so it wouldn't just be all Jewish, but actually to incorporate the Christian religion as well. And so they brought in this Mr. Christmas to help them coordinate that. And that's what I'm picking up with this. Is like, you don't care that you're Christian and your person is Jewish, or you don't care that you're black and your person is Caucasian. You don't care if you're Asian and the other person is whatever this is. Like, it doesn't matter to you. You don't care if you're 10 or 15 years older than this person, or 10 or 15 or 20 years younger than this person. That's not an issue for you. It might be an issue for others. But there's something that you want to help. It's like you go see this overhead, maybe a priest, maybe a person who really, maybe Mr. Christmas, like maybe somebody that really knows how to blend the two, how to make it work. Okay, we have now come together, we're a bit different, and it might even be that this beautiful, like Santa Claus like person, species, troll from the woods, is actually Google. Like, you could actually Google, how do we blend our religions? How to I don't know, live with a younger person. I don't know. It just feels like you reach out to some, like you just gather information, or you just gain more wisdom about blending the two. There's going to be so much beauty coming from the fact that you're so different. And you're not that different, but you're like, you will bring different things to the table because you come from from different backgrounds. And it might be a bit of an obstacle in the very beginning, because you might need to defend yourself or defend this relationship to other people, and it might screw with your mind a tiny bit at the very beginning, but then you just do not care. It's just other people that care, and we don't care that other people care. Lucky number 21. What do we want to say about that? The Empress. There's another 3, guys. So the 21 that reduces to a 3 is being clarified by number 3. So strong, like happiness, joy, creativity, fun, and super, super strong manifestations. I love the Empress. She's just so confident and so full of herself in the best way. Nothing's lacking from her. She's all green, which means that there's a lot of healing that has taken place within her. It's not gender specific, so this can obviously be for a man as well. The Empress knows what she wants. She goes after what she wants. She plans for a beautiful future. She's not having, for some reason, this is important for me to tell you. She's not having one foot out the door. Both her feet are in this commitment. Both her feet are like, it's not one foot out over the threshold looking if there's something better out there. When she commits, she commits. And there's a lot of health with this person. It's a very healthy feeling around this. So embracing this person and coming together with this person and shining your light, like look at that solar plexus there for you, like really opening up, and even your heart, in the heart in the center of the earth, center of the world. Lucky number 21 just talks about being at the right time at the right place, being lucky, feeling like you're lucky. There's no, in my world, no such thing as luck. It's just you create opportunities for yourself, and then you listen to your intuition, and so you show up at the right time at the right place. And we call that lucky. And it's so beautiful to walk around and say, I'm just the luckiest person in the world. But to think that this out of random or out of chance, no way. The Empress is all about bringing equality, bringing balance, and the health I get is that I feel like it's a healthy relationship. It's a very healthy relationship. And I want to read out on the bottom. I all of a sudden got very itchy in my eye. And sometimes it's so obvious for me when it's not mine. Today I can't really decipher if it is my eye that it's really itchy. Or if I pick up somebody that is just now like itching their eye, then listen extra carefully for this message today. Time to take action, the power of creativity, success that allows for a life of luxury. So it's so super fun. It's like a really beautiful coming together. It's healthy. It's luxurious. It's very abundant. Abundant is the word that I'm looking for. It's very abundant. Beautiful, guys. Okay, so what else do we want to give Capricorn? It's another number 5. So there's great opportunity for change here because I see the change your focus and the way that you see it, like, so change your focus. So this is coming out very clearly for me today. So this almost like looks like a camera. Do you see that? How he's like, it goes up here and it goes down other way and it goes out there. And it's like you're just looking as in a way that it's like you have super sharp vision, like you have super focus. But the focus is a bit narrow. It's a bit it's like you don't allow yourself to see the full picture or just to take a step back so that you will get a broader view, like a broader perspective on things. We can clarify this card and see what this is about. So the birds behind you there talks about freedom, and there's a lot of momentum that has started to pick up moving forward. So whatever you're doing in your life right now, like everything that you want to now move forward, you want to see a shift in your relationships. Perhaps you want to see a shift in all your life. Like there's not just your relationship, but there's other areas of your life that you want to see shift. And it's like we have 3 birds like flying and then another bird coming up behind you there. And so for me today, it's just talking about how it's starting to really pick up momentum. And whatever wasn't like working out in the past, or whatever wasn't, it's like you really focused, but nothing much really happened. And now that's going to start to happen because the momentum of it, the speed of whatever it is that you're trying to manifest. Like we have 333 on the table already with the lucky number 21. Well, we have 2 number 5s, so there has been some obstacles to overcome. But as soon as the number 5 is up, it's like so much possibility for change, and we have changed your focus. And so we are opening up to more, like to see more. So perhaps just take a step back. Have a little owl vision, like a little looking around in each direction and see what you can find, and perhaps not be so focused. Maybe you have set a goal on a specific relationship, on a specific person, on a specific move or a specific house or a specific endeavor, situation, experience, and to loosen that up a bit, like to just take a step back and just say, okay, so embrace. The whole world wants to be given to me right now. And we're all about the hybrid today. We're all about the dragonfly. The dragonfly itself, if it was actually a dragonfly here, that would have talked about gigantus spiritual growth. So you're shifting and changing and like really coming out of your own shell, if you will. And that sometimes, like when that happens, it's like we need certain things to just, okay, so I'm going to pick this thing because that makes me feel comfortable. That's been through a lot of the readings, like collectively. I think that there's so much shifting now that a lot of us just tries to grasp something to feel a bit in control. And so do that to feel comfortable, but also have like an open mind that, okay, there's a lot of things changing. My higher self, my inner being knows who I want to be with, where I would be the most happy, what my passions are, where I would be the most creative. And it's trying to guide you towards that. And so if you have a very narrow, like, you could have the whole window, you could have the whole picture, but you have a very narrow focus. And so you don't get to see the whole picture, and you actually don't allow in the possibilities for you. You're not going to miss anything because your higher self just keeps sending until you receive it, until you open up. But it's more fun to open up without a struggle and without a fight. And the silly thing is that you keep asking about certain things and you keep deciding exactly what the right path is. But we have so many threes here. We have the world, and we have like love goes in unity, that I believe that is right in front of you if you just open up the perspective a bit. So with all of that said, I still want to clarify this. Change your focus, please. Change your focus. Justice. So, and with number 8 there, it's so beautiful. So you might be dealing with a Libra, or you might be having a Libra placement somehow, some way, but overall, and then 16. So the new moon might be of interest for you there as a shift. So one thing at a time here. So justice, you might be dealing with a Libra, but it's, if not, like, this is, generally speaking, this is just good karma returns. This is when there's going to be balance in your life. So whatever you send out, like we had the number 8 there, which is all about the infinity. It's whatever you send out is now coming back. Whatever you send out is not coming back. And since I was so drawn to talk about, okay, so instead of just giving, you're going to start to now embrace. You're going to start to allow. You're going to start to receive. And just going to bombard you with those words now. Receive and allow and embrace. And you can just imagine for a bit, just think for a bit, Capricorn, how much you've given of yourself to others and how much you have not, for whatever reason, allowed back in. That you have not been in the vicinity of yet, or haven't been in alignment with yet. This can also be, I'm not saying that you haven't, it doesn't have to be either or, but I'm saying it can also be that you've sent out so many thoughts, like so many wishes over and over again, but it's like it stops there. You don't then allow them to flow back in. I have a wish, let's manifest it. I have a wish, let's manifest it. It's almost like it has been, I have a wish, I have a wish, I have a wish. Like you feel the struggle in that. You feel this, it's like breathing. It's like exhaling and then not inhaling. Do you know how hard it is to inhale and then hold your breath and not exhale? Do you understand how equally important it is to, like, eventually, if you don't breathe out, you're going to die. And also, we can breathe out. And eventually, if you do not take another sip of air, you literally are going to die. And so the importance of allowing it back in, to have like an ebb and a flow, a give and allow, sending out and coming back. But here, guys, is your justice. And it's not all of a sudden that now you're granted your justice, now karma returns. This is you, Capricorn, that has started to do something. You have shifted your focus. If you haven't, if you feel like, no, it's still a complete block there for me, this is the advice. This is the advice that comes for you now, to start to receive, allow, embrace. Start to just understand how worthy you are to receive everything that you've given out. And I love how these are twins. Like there's almost portrayed it as twins. I'm not talking about twin flame, but this can also be your divine counterpart. But the twin is coming up as a, okay, so equally what you send out, we equally now allow back in. So that's why I pick up the twin there. Could be a Gemini influence. A lot of communication there as well. It's what I'm getting with the sword. So perhaps in the traditional tarot, I have no idea if this is true. This is just what I'm being given right now, because I do not know the traditional tarot. I do these by intuitively reading into them. I learned the tower one, and the tower is coming up here. So, but one person is holding a sword and they're looking at the sword here, and then I get a lot of communication. So maybe swords in the traditional tarot is about communication, because I don't know why swords and you don't extend the sword to somebody to talk. Like, I don't know why. I don't see the connection there if it's not. I see a lot of communication. There's a lot of purple on the table, so very much spiritual growth going on here. Okay, we've had. Okay, so I'm going to read it on the bottom. Let go of belief systems that no longer work for you. An important life-changing event, a situation that leads to significant opportunities. And so we have number 16, which is all about sudden shift and sudden changes. And I can't say why, and this is so many times that I just say I can't say why. It's just my intuition, it's just my guides that gives me information. There's something about the new moon coming up on the 14th of December that has very much, like, numerology-wise, a 16 feeling, which is like a before and an after. It's like that's when it shifted. I also believe that we have a solar eclipse on the new moon. So there's, I'm not going to swear by it, but there's a lot going on with this lunar eclipse going on the full moon that just was, and then we have this new moon that speaks about almost like a tower situation. Not to scare anybody, but there's I feel like there's a great opportunity for change, that you can literally start to walk the walk they've been wanting to walk for a bit. And it's like today I see this as, it's interesting because the tower is so far away. It's so far away. It's like when you take a picture of somebody and they're like pointing to the Eiffel Tower, they're pointing to the Big Ben or Statue of Liberty, whatever. You know, it looks like you're pointing straight at it, but it's like miles and miles away because it's how you take the picture. And I feel like this is you like scratching the tower there, but in fact you're really, you see the path up to the tower. It's really far away. But there's something about you scratching the tower. I do apologize, I'm a bit over time here today. I try to keep these like around 30 minutes to not take up too much of your time, and for you to find the time to watch these. Yeah, it's like you're scratching the tower. It's like you're thinking about it. Do we want to go the tower way, or do we want to? And I believe, Capricorn, you do not have to choose the tower way. You can choose butterflies in fog. Like great transformation anyway, but very much softer and much kinder and much smoother. But there's like, it's not an urgency, but there's like okay, I think you know what you need to do in order to, I think you already have the answer. Like, what do you need to do right now to shift your thought or your belief system to go forward into what you want? I believe so strongly that you already have the answer to that. And please don't argue that you don't. Just say, okay, interesting. I didn't think I did, but let's see if I do. And then we have Princess of Autumn. And on the bottom it says, happy news about your career, promotions, or scholarships. Well thought out plans that go perfectly, needing a little push to get going. So everything is floating here. Everything, do you see the books are flying? We have a gold coin that is flying. It has started to take off. We're starting to see movement. It has started to take off. You're going to see manifestations, and definitely with this person coming in. Wow. I'm going to continue in the extended and see what else I can find there around your love story. So if you feel like this is your love story, if you feel like you resonate with this story, then the link is in the description box down below. I continue to say that you just click the little arrow that's right next to the title, and a curtain drops down and there's a link. Just click it and it'll take you to the extended reading. If not, then thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you back soon, Capricorn. Take care.